Not really, how should I say, it's not really effective compared to the alarm bot and the nano swarm. So
Yeah.
you know, a lot of damage being done from both sides of this team, and you know, kudos to both of them. Let's see if NXL can manage to add another point onto their repertoire. If not, SMG, they are going out for a big W and winning all this tournament has to offer.
Yeah, this is where NXL have to come back online, because so far it's looked lackluster. Nothing has really been working out for them so far. They weren't able to pick up that first map, even though it was competitive. The second map was a complete blowout. SMG took it away without any issues. And now it's going into the third. This is where NXL have to come alive, or SMG is going to take it all away.
Most definitely. And look at this. Already going for the mid-control. The SMG here, again, classic play on them for the attacker's side. NXL pulling a similar strategy that they did, but a little bit more aggressive here down in Garage through B. But we have a dark smoke just blocking their path. Might be going for the flank. Have to be careful, though. It looks like SMG here trying to opt for that A push. Not going through sewers, you know, they do not want to make a lot of noise, because you hear a couple of those splooshes in the sewers. You already know where the other team's heading. So right now, NXL here just playing a little bit of a relaxed game. You shouldn't rush and split, because there's so many angles to cover the game. It's impossible. So they're playing it carefully and they're doing it well.
Ooh, a lot of aggression coming out now from SMG. They're going to be looking to do the damage. Oh, lots of shots coming out now. budimeisteR's good for the first. JdFaker does find a trade, but Nats is there. The Egoist and LEXY find one each. Brings it down to a 2 versus 3. A bad situation now for the side of NXL. They're going to have to close on in and go for the retake. They don't want to drop this first round.
Most definitely, and look at that. It is advantageous for the side of SMG here, but we do have... Fortunately, the turret's not working for him anymore, but NXL going for those dark smokes, trying to anticipate. Do a side-by-side there. Look, a little jump there, though, and there we go. falfalfal gets a final kill on the budimeisteR. SMG yet again just showing pure dominance onto the opening rounds of this match, but it's very commendable how they take their approach when it comes to split. Again, as I said, you cannot rush and split unless you have the confidence and the firepower to do so. What I love about SMG there, they secured that mid control, but instead of heading over the B side or going, you know, just capitalizing down in B heaven, they actually went through vents to secure anyone hiding out there. And then they did have a couple of members going through the usual entrance just beside sewers, and that worked very, very well for him.
Yeah, it's working out nicely for them all. We've got them now in a good situation for SMG. They've got themselves these upgraded weapons. They've got the SMGs. They've got a few rifles to speak of. Meanwhile, in NXL, they're kind of looking lackluster. They've got pistols to work with. They're saving into this one, but they really need to start to come alive in the next round. The next round is going to be incredibly important. This one should be a round going the way of SMG, unless something miraculous happens and these NXL players start hitting all of their shots immediately. This one should be going the way of SMG.
Right, and they're working their way here very well in A site, but they're not committing 100%. They're playing very careful. Cloudburst onto the side. Oh, but that turret gets Egoist just a little bit, but ZesBeeW for that refrag works very well for him. I mean, look at this man, so incredibly quick onto that tailwind, but falfalfal double kill onto flipzjder and vascalizz, and it's a two-member game for the side of NXL, and I just got a feel for him right now. They're just scrambling onto the side. They definitely have a hard time here. They're looking like a different team, and right in front of your face, budimeisteR, ZesBeeW with a Spectre, and JdFaker ends it all. This is what I was saying in, I believe, the second match, the game. You know, it's the second round. You have to capitalize on. If you have the money, go ahead and buy the weapons. And SMG did just that. They were up against, assault rifles versus pistols. Like, tell me who's gonna win that. Unless you've got incredible aim on the sheriff for those one taps. But it just did not work out for them, and SMG working very, very well in their favor. And NXL here, I'm not really in favor of what they're doing with the full buy, because if they lose this round, the next round, it's going to be really crucial for them to go for the save. And that's where they made their mistake in the previous match. And right here, flipzjder gets ZesBeeW, already proving me wrong. But let's see if that will last throughout the end of the round.
Shots ring out. Noisy finds one on the LEXY. Brings it down to this 3 versus 5. Not the best situation to be in if you're SMG. You don't have the best weapons coming up into this engagement. You have SMGs. You have to deal the damage up close and personal. But NXL seem to be making it work with the rifles. They're going to be taking these close-range fights.
But NXL here, I guess they're chilling a little bit because they know they have the weapons advantage. SMG, they gotta get a lot closer to get those kills. The Stinger can actually beat the Vandal if you are at a close range and you get the jump on him. But vascalizz here just really close to Egoist, but I think waiting for that alarm bot to prompt before making any move.
I don't blame them on that. We're in this 3 versus 5. Vascalizz waiting over here towards Heaven's going to need to come out with it. He's going to have to come up huge if he has any chance. Oh, there we go. First shots ring out. 1, 2, and he could look for a third, but JdFaker does trade him out. And, there we go. flipzjder finds the final frag. First round on the board for the side of NXL.
Right in the smoke at that, and good job NXL, you proved me wrong, and that investment worked worthwhile. But right now the true battle starts. Both teams with full buys, Vandals and Phantoms all the way, and full shields. This is really where we can differentiate the tides of the game. I'd like to say that SMG uses their weapons well, but NXL, they're looking similar. They're looking like a similar team than that of the first game. Trying to get themselves onto the same level as SMG. Definitely a different team than what we saw in Hayden.
It definitely is. This right now is going to be paced very slow for the side of NXL. They know these rifles they're going up against are a very deadly force, and they know SMG knows how to use them. They desperately need to put a second round onto the board here. They don't want to drop another one and let SMG get 3 up, or 2 up rather.
Most definitely, and it's still a full roster for both of these teams. They're playing a lot more carefully than they did the previous rounds. Not much aggression thus far, but LEXY here trying to open up the team with ZesBeeW after shock right in their face. Not going to attack them though. Noisy just waiting down the rafters. Goes with a perfect flashpoint. And the fault line completely denying entry as a controller should. And LEXY here trying to get the peek. Ooh, little jiggle peek from the side of Noisy, but does not get anyone. Another flashpoint. And there we go. The alarm bot is off. And cool, unfortunately, vascalizz does not get the prompt onto Egoist. Nano Swarm right now onto screens. A site, might I say, is high-key secured for the side of SMG, but oh my god, there's just turrets everywhere. It's just, you only got Nats by himself there. They gotta push in right now if they want to plant that spike.
Yeah, they're playing their cards very slowly currently, and no one knows he's here. Knows where some of these players are, and there's the bomb. That's going to disrupt things even further, and that's good for 2. That's going to stop things. Things could come to a head here. Noisy finds one to LEXY. Now last man standing, Egoist doesn't have time to plant, and that will be a second round for the side of NXL.
That was a big mistake on the side of SMG there. They thought the site was clear, and falfalfal just dropped as quick as he could. Just Nats got him on the get-go and perfect spray transition with the Phantom. Fortunately, gets cancelled out on that last play, but regardless, still a really important play on what Nats did there. And, you know, if there's one thing you guys do when you're going into any site in the game is never assume that it's clear. It may look like a clear site, but there may always be someone treading down in that corner. So check your corners, guns out every single time. So let's see, let's hope they don't make the same mistake again if they wish to get the W onto this matchup.
Yeah, this is a must-need win out of NXL. They need to pick these rounds up and pick them up quickly. So far on the defending side, they've been able to tie things up, which is something they weren't able to do in that last map. So things are already going much better than they were. They can continue to push things further, even into this round. It will be advantageous for them. They're going up against some SMGs. These SMGs can be deadly if they are at a close range. So they're going to want to try and put some distance onto them. Does LEXY know that this is here? Is he just staring at it? He's just staring at it.
Yeah, LEXY just taking his time. You know,
Yeah,
there you go. Just popped it off.
Ooh, the push comes out. Oh, no! That's worst case scenario for him. Gets tagged down to 41. That's good for one. The trade does come through from JdFaker. Vascalizz good for the trade, but ZesBeeW comes up from behind and nails him in the back. Brings it down to a 3 versus 3 retake. LEXY going to be playing aggressive here. Going to be looking to try and find one. Should be able to find it, the miss. Ooh, and he gets out of dodge barely with his life at 7 HP, surviving by the skin of his teeth. Some of these players are low. They can make this work, but ZesBeeW's there. He finds one. NOIZYBOY trades it back, brings it down to a 2 versus 2.
Smoke's down.
falfalfal's going to be pulling smoke, looking to try and slow things down even further, and it's working out not too well. NOIZYBOY finds that one, leaving it all down to LEXY. LEXY, 7 HP and a dream. The defuse is going on, and they seem to not have the angle. The shot from LEXY's good. This could be difficult, but NOIZYBOY does get it and should confirm the spike defuse. And that will be a 3rd round for the side of NXL.
There we go, the gate. You said it. Just put the icing on the cake on there. And XL just NOIZYBOY stepping up. You know, that's what we want to see from a controller. We've seen him deny so many entries onto B Heaven, and it's working spectacularly well for them. And right now, they just picked up on the slack. And this can be their game if they play their cards perfectly right. SMG, they're having a little bit of a hard time committing onto their post-plan situation. They definitely did much better in bind, considering that there are not a lot of angles to look as opposed to split. And NXL, it can definitely be their game if they just continue this on.
Yeah, it really can be. It's a very must-win map at that. The scoreline is looking in their favor right now, though. It's 3-2. A much better scoreline than we saw in the previous one. And they're kind of split up for SMG. Look at this. There's 3 towards A, 2 towards B. Spikes towards B. No, there's 2 towards A, 2 towards mid, 1 towards mid. I'm losing my mind. That's it. I'm done. No, 1 towards mid, 2 towards B. Spikes rotating into mid now. LEXY's going to be looking for a frag, maybe towards Heaven, and should be able to find one here if they catch one unawares. But NOIZYBOY seems to have an idea that this is happening.
You should I gotta agree with you in that. And Killjoy going for that lockdown in A might be faking it, actually. Just giving them a little glimpse. But there we go, Nats gets the kill on JdFaker. A wall bang at that. Paranoia at the perfect timing, but Tailwind out of danger, ZesBeeW. Hits a cloudburst before escaping, though. Incredible. Oh, wow. That looked painful. But regardless, back into the match. We've got a full roster for the side of NXL here, and SMG just scrambling for dear life. This is looking like NXL's game, and it just turned into their game so quickly right now.
Yeah, this is what we really need to see out of this map, and so far it's going their way. They're in a 3 versus 5. Not much you can do here if you are SMG. You don't have enough time to get the spike. You don't have enough time to kill them all. This should be a 4th round to the side of NXL.
Yup, and there we go. I mean, SMG right now, they did well on the opening rounds. I have to give them props. They always do their best to get the pistol rounds. But this map was selected by SMG. So we'll just have to see, you know. I mean, I think they're feeling a little bit confident here. They're up by 2. And if they lose this one, you know, no sweat. So this is more of a do or die for the side of NXL. This is why they're putting everything on the table. SMG right now, they may be playing a little bit relaxed. They can lean forward from their gaming chairs in a while, and we could never know. But looking at the team composition here, look at this flipzjder with an operator. It's been a while since we've seen an operator in the fray, so let's see if he can utilize that well. We know flipzjder, especially on a jet, can tailwind out of danger after getting the optimal pick. Now on the side of SMG, JdFaker going for the bulldog. Not much of a choice, unfortunately, since SMG just scrambling onto dear life, especially on their economy. It's always important to make the right calls with your economy. Are we going for the full buy? Are we going half buy? Are we having our top frag go for a vandal and the rest of the team are going for pistols just to fool them? I mean, it's crazy. Like, you just gotta think on the fly, Big Aid.
Yeah, you really do. We're currently in this timeout. There are maybe tactical issues, maybe technical coming out right now. The ping looks fine. I'll give you that. But it's going to be played very slowly throughout the rest of this round. They're going to be looking to do the damage here. NXL, they want to play a long-range game. They have that operator that's going to be posted towards mid. They're going to have these rifles on each site. They don't want to be up close and personal with them, which I wouldn't blame them for. They really need to pull these rounds together, and if they can work with any advantage they're given, this needs to be one of them. And we should be getting things going back into it once again. It's 7 seconds on the timer, and we will be going into round number 7. I'm bad at math.
Right. It's all right. You got it right. Took you a while, but nevertheless, you got it right. Don't worry, buddy.
Chat, don't make fun of me.
Anyways, I mean, Spike right now has just been left just close by A main, but I hope they don't forget the Spike. Yeah, it looks like they are trying to go for that mid control. Right now, though, LEXY already made it inside with ZesBeeW. Surprisingly, there's an alarm bot waiting for him, but they break that, they're gonna know someone's there. So there we go. Noisy boy with that amazing control on but just before the flashpoint, hit some LEXY with that cheeky peek. Perfect play on that. Gotta be careful though. Right down there on your left side, LEXY, you got someone waiting for you. But ZesBeeW here right now onto bench, trying to capitalize onto a Egoist. Throws that nano swarm grenade. Wow, that's an amazing throw. I wonder if she played baseball in the past live, but flipzjder finally gets a kill on that operator, and we got paint shells going at him.
Oh, nicely done. Oh my gosh, vascalizz able to get one, but the trade does come through for falfalfal. Now falfalfal is going to be the one to come alive here, but he won't. flipzjder with his knives will find one. Brings it down to a 3 versus 2. The man advantage is had by the side of NXL. They need to go further with it. They need to get more frags because it's now down to the B site. One player over here, that's Omen. budimeister's going to have to come online with it.
Oh dear.
That comes up and gets 1, gets 2, and that will be it. budimeisteR finishes it off, and a 5th round is achieved by the side of NXL.
It was really unfortunate on the resurrection there, or they just... I hope this Spike wasn't with JdFaker, but mistaken there, and for, I mean, the time was already not on their side, and still went for the resurrection. I'm not sure if they caught a glimpse of Nats. It looks like they didn't before that barrier orb was put up, and just got punished for it. So right now, the side of NXL looking to gain a solid lead and win their first point into this finals.
Here we go, flipzjder. Ooh, he's going to be looking for that. He knocks out the bot real quick. Doesn't want that turret to disrupt that at all. The timing's just off. The flipzjder Egoist is eliminated. That's shot. What are you doing?
That's ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. I hope we get a replay for that. That was insane. But anyways, regardless, into the fray, vascalizz here, trying to get a peek on ZesBeeW here. I think Bladestorm is intact. Gotta be careful right now because they are down a member on the side of SMG. But vascalizz here with the very interesting jiggle peek, just moving with the boogie. The spike is still stuck in vents, trying to make its way right now to A site. It's not really an open site. You got vascalizz waiting for him. And there you go with the boom bot. It looks like they are going for that organized push. And ooh, right in the corner spot ZesBeeW. But oh, flipzjder gets another kill on LEXY and another kill on ZesBeew. Incredible, another kill on falfalfal.
No.
It gets the ace.
flipzjder. Oh, beautifully done. An ace out of the operator player flipzjder. He has to sit back for a minute. He's like, what just happened? Beautifully done.
Boy, that was ridiculous. That, I cannot. Look at that. Just, damn, Wardell. Who are you? Who is Wardell?
Oh,
we got
my gosh.
flipzjder in
1,
Asia,
2,
bro.
3, 4. It gets this last one with the pistol. Beautifully done. That's a 6. Lord. Nicely done. NXL looking to come back into the series, are now leading by 4.
That was incredibly attractive. Period. That's all I have to say. But still ridiculous. Wonderful on the side of flipzjder. Just hard carried the team on that one. But regardless, the show must go on and they have not won this match yet. NXL here still looking to defend themselves. It is a do or die game. They lose this one, they lose it all. And right now they are defending as hard as they can, working very well in their favor. They have a 4-point lead and they have a flipzjder with an operator that has been destroying SMG thus far.
Yeah, this has been going really well. flipzjder, he's got the angle, finds the first, backs on off, doesn't want to test his luck just yet, but ZesBeeW with the operator in return finds the frag, and now it's budimeisteR's turn to try and turn things around. Using his teleport, should be able to find one here, finds one, finds 2, they're not exactly sure what's going on here, nearly gets another, but falfalfal eliminates him while blind, gets another as well. Brings it down to a 2 versus 2. NXL, you don't want to start to deteriorate here. It's a retake. Next, vascalizz, you have to come online and make this work. Using this defender killjoy to great effect should pull them out farther away from the site that they can really afford. This is going to be really bad. Oh, Lord. One's down. falfalfal's eliminated. And these players can't play towards site. ZesBeeW now. Last man standing for SMG. Needs to find them both. Finds the... Oh, doesn't happen. vascalizz claims the kill. In a 7th round is good for the side of NXL.
NXL looking like a different team than they did in the last map. And, you know, on their side, I feel like they forgoed Haven. That's why they picked Haven. Because based on their performance, they did not do as well as they did right now. And even though split was chosen by SMG, I guess the odds were SMG chose their best map, NXL didn't choose their best map, and SMG had to choose a map that they weren't confident in. And NXL, look at that, just taking complete advantage of that. But SMG here going for an aggressive push, rushes into A side. You only got 2 members left on the defenders. No! But Nats gets 2 kills already on the Nano Swarm. Very crucial kills here. Gets cancelled out by falfalfal, unfortunately, but vascalizz here trying to get the pick.
Oh,
So LEXY on the stinger, but gets that flick onto him. Paranoia into sight. budimeisteR. Vas gets the kill on falfalfal and the pistol on JdFaker. SMG has been eliminated. Oh, goodness. They went for the rush, but they're the ones who got rushed.
This map's a totally different nature of what we've seen in the past. This one is a sweep in the reverse. This is 8-2 NXL. So the first map was close, went 10-13. Second map, blowout. SMG absolutely dominated. Now, NXL coming alive, coming online, fighting for survival in the series, is now looking to take map number 3 into their own. And they're getting close to it now.
They keep this up, the fans are gonna get what they want, and we will be seeing them in Icebox. But right now, flipzjder here with an immense control onto that tailwind. Does not get a pick, unfortunately, on LEXY as the paint shells is thrown right at him in the fray of danger. Noisy Boy denying entry from anyone who wants to go into B. Heaven goes for that phantom spray, but unfortunately does not get a phantom kill. But LEXY is crucially damaged. They do have a heal, but oh my goodness, vascalizz gets a kill on ZesBeeW through the smoke and goes for that boom bot right now onto a Heaven, trying to pick off anybody. He has a showstopper, but Egoist, a Bridger. vascalizz saw the nozzle of the gun, goes for
no, it's a miss!
It's not enough. It was not enough. The box blocked. his way, and Egoist here trying to deny entry from NOIZYBOY. The gate is getting intense.
This is going well so far for SMG. They're turning things around here in this round. They really need to do it here as well. It's 4 versus 3, but budimeister's on the site, and they don't expect it. falfalfal will find the refrag, and NOIZYBOY pushes through the smoke and gets eliminated by LEXY. Last man standing, Nats, will have to up to save. This is a third for SMG.
This is looking dicey here. SMG, obviously, they do not want to give up the opportunity that they have here. Leading by 2 points into this best of 5. They want to try their best to close it out. And, you know, they're cracking the code. That's what I love about SMG. Just thinking on the fly. But as you said, the gate, it looks like they have secured this match.
Oh! They're going for
this
it.
round, might I say.
Nats is going for it. He's looking for frags, looking for 1, finds 2.
Wait.
Nicely done, looking for a 3rd now. Has the opportunity to do this. This is possible. He's chasing him around the site. He's going to go for a defuse. He might get to half here, but the timing is just right, and LEXY will finish him off. That will be the 3rd, and LEXY dies.
Last round before the switch.
Well, might I say, even if NXL didn't win that round, it's crucial that Nats managed to crumble their economy. And look at that, just the side of SMG, they may have won the round, but they have to sacrifice so much just to go for that full buy. And NXL here can just sit comfortably knowing they have a couple of credits ready for him in the next round. And I just want to point out the ping on the side of SMG. Look at that wonderful ping. Just, you know, let's just admire that 12 and 8 ping. Yeah. But anyways, regardless, back into the fray. Look at this flipzjder trying to get a kill through the smoke. Unfortunately, does not spot anyone.
Yeah, they might be in a LAN house, I'll be completely honest. Which wouldn't be too unsurprising. flipzjder gets tagged by the turret.
Dear.
Alright. So they know, they have information now. They know that this operator is towards B. And they know they don't want to mess with. They're going to start, towards A. So they're going to start to play towards B. I don't blame them on this. budimeisteR, though, is on this side. budimeisteR is a force to be reckoned with.
Definitely. We saw how he held down the side in a couple of rounds earlier, and definitely may do a repeat here. Unfortunately, the side of SMG, they did not check the corners there. That's a big mistake on them. And perfect timing, the paranoia here manages to spot LEXY, but LEXY unfortunately kills himself, and budimeisteR at least. But flipzjder here gets the kill on ZesBeeW. Bladestorm right now hitting them in garage, and NXL, it looks like it's moving in their favor. The spike unfortunately has not been revealed yet. Just stuck in garage right now. falfalfal, not sure if he can make a move, but Egoist right there, and there gets cancelled on falfalfal with the Vandal Aftershock right in his face. You've got a wall and a lot of NXL members closing in on you. He does not know where to look. Unfortunately, NOIZYBOY,
Lord! He finds vascalizz, but that right there is a knife for the side of NXL. Now up by 6.
Just high-key posterized him, if I were to formalize that play. Just managed to distract him on time, just so another teammate can, you know, get the kill. But regardless, that it's kind of scary to see a flying raise, right? It is.
Yeah.
It's not just me. It's not just me. Come on, chat. I mean, you see a flying raise, you kind of panic a little bit, don't you? But anyways, regardless, these teams are stepping up a little bit better now. NXL here, they've got 3 prime players, as they should. The side of NOIZYBOY doing his best to control. I really love how he's playing Breach right now, as opposed to as he did in Haven. Just completely denying entry to B Heaven. And although did manage to get picked off by LEXY in the early rounds, what he's doing is really, really important. Just denying entry for SMG then and there. And budimeisteR as well, utilizing the paranoia and the dark smokes as he should. And for the side of SMG, you know, it's not a walk in the park for them. They're really having just gaining an advantage in a map like Split, especially for their agent choices. They do have JdFaker on that stage. It may not have been optimal going up against NXL, considering that they have 2 controllers and 2 duelists and 1 sentinel. Might have been better if SMG opted for another controller or duelist. So I guess that's where they're really having a hard time here. As JdFaker, we haven't seen a lot of resurrections, and some of them at the wrong timing. But at the end of the day, you know, just NXL, it's looking like their game. and it's working very much in their favor, especially with their weapon choices. And I don't even have to mention how insanely godly flipzjder is with an operator.
Yeah, he's been looking good. He did get that quick ace with the operator and with his pistol, and it worked out beautifully for him. But now we're going into the next half. SMG are taking up the defense. NXL will be on the attack. It'll be interesting to see which side does come out on top with this one. Each one's going to have a little bit of armor, a little bit of utility to work with. But NXL really want to take this map away.
Right, and honestly, in a map like Split, we've been seeing a couple of rushes, a couple of mid-control, going around the sites, just some push through B garage, but at the end of the day, Split, what's really important is your post-planting strategy. Because if you plant anywhere in B or in A, it's always easy for the opposing team to guess where you are. If you plant in A, most likely you are on site or somewhere in elbow. If you plant in B, you're either in backside or you're in garage or alley. So it's just a test of luck at the end of the day when you're in Split. Because it's insanely hard to defend the site if you are by yourself, because there's so many angles to look at. That's why NXL have been playing a phenomenal game then and there on Split. SMG not as well. I think they have a hard time because of their agent pick here. Might have been better if they gone for more duelists, knowing how aggressive they are, but on Split, this is definitely NXL's game.
Yeah, so far it's going back and forth here. They're going to be firing shots. No HP has been taken down. ZesBeeW is looking for one through the smoke, but nothing is presenting itself just yet. The B side's kind of open here. They have two towards heaven. One's rotating into heaven as well. They're going to have to be playing this rather stealthily if they actually want to take it. The smoke's going to slow them down even further. SMG playing that at the right time. And now,
Blocking sight.
a very passive round is upon us. Looks like they want to head towards B. They've got 3 players grouped out over there. 1 player's going towards the... Ooh, there should be a duel here. Yeah, there we go. Tags going back and forth. Fall will come out of it with the better, but they're already on the site. The spike will go down, and the retake will be inbound. 4 versus 5 retake for the side of SMG. And this is a must-win round. You need this pistol as quickly as you can.
And there, as I said it earlier, you know, you gotta guess where they are. They are in backside or right there next to the ropes, and it's just back-to-back frags. NXL getting dominated right now, though, on the side of SMG flipzjder, clinging on to life, but it is not enough. And SMG here looking to turn the tides. But then again, as I said earlier, SMG, they do really well when it comes to the pistol rounds. When it comes to the assault rifles and SMGs, they relatively do better, but it depends on the map. Because SMG, they're really good when they take their picks. You've got LEXY, who's completely like insane when it comes to checking corners and getting those jiggle peeks and popping off shots. Falfalfal on that brimstone is absolutely crucial as well. The placement of the stim beacons that he did for Bind were great, but I don't see a lot of it happening here on Split. I think that's what they're missing from him. The smokes are important as well, but I don't see it utilized the same way as in Bind. So I have a feeling they're just a little bit lost in their team composition when it comes to Split, but at the end of the day, when it comes to aggression, they definitely have that on their side.
Yeah, they definitely do. So far, NXL going to be playing very slow into this round. They know SMG are going to have these SMGs to work with, and they're going to be wanting to play a little bit slower. Maybe try and find it long range if they have an upgrade pistol or two. But right now, this is going to be a very difficult fight. Shots ring out from ZesBeeW. Nothing found just yet. Ooh, some good tag damage there. Goes on to the side of SMG. ZesBeeW will have to fall off and play a little bit more passive in this one. It looks like a rotate towards A will be the name of the game. They're rotating it through sewers, trying to make their way over here. Yeah, they are. Nats is playing very up close to heaven doors, though. No one's going to be there to fight him just yet, but he should get some interaction in a moment's notice.
Go get him.
Coming into it now. Shots ring out. LEXY's good for 1, good for 2. The turnaround's good. Staying alive further. Will get healed up and find a 3rd. Looking for a 4th. Falfalfal will take it from him. The nade will come out, and falfalfal will eliminate the opposition. A flawless round on SMG. Now 5 down, achieving their 4th.
Right, and there we go. SMG just classic textbook play, you know, going for the Spectres early on into the round. And earlier you did see ZesBeeW try to pick off a couple of the members of NXL down through mid, but really difficult on the Spectre because the recoil on that thing is insane. It jumps as high as the sky, if I am to be honest. That's why I personally prefer a weapon like the Phantom, which has a little bit more of a recoil control. For me, the Vandal is basically equivalent to the Spectre when sprayed at the not so optimal range. So good job for ZesBeeW just managing to back off from that fight, not really trying to pick off anyone, just hit him with the morning shots. And you know, they were really noisy when they rotated down the sewers. They knew that NXL were just going for the A site and they were ready to anticipate the game.
Yeah, they really were. So far, this is going to be a slow round. NXL have the long range advantage coming into this one because undoubtedly they would have bought up these rifles and they do so much work. NXL
They really
looking
do.
for these first few frags. Nothing's going to be found just yet. JdFaker's going to be playing further back in heaven. No one's going to be peeking him just yet.
Ooh, the wall broke. Really important for them to get that opening pick, but moving out as a unit, maybe opting to go through garage this time. But they do have one member here lurking through sewers. Might want to pick off anyone rotating from A, but will only be greeted by LEXY, unfortunately. Now, look at this. Complete control of mid here for the side of SMG.
Ooh, NXL.
There we go.
There we go. flipzjder finds ZesBeeW. Gonna be looking for a second. Not gonna get the opportunity to just yet. Brings it down to a 4 versus 5. NXL, they have the man advantage. The retake's gonna have to come out here from SMG, and nothing's found just yet.
And there we see falfalfal sky smokes, and there we go, proper placement onto the stim beacon, but unfortunately blocked by Omen's dark smoke.
So far, ooh, good tag damage running both ways right now. Nothing's been claimed just yet, but this should call things out to a standstill. Vascalizz finds 2, brings it down to JdFaker. JdFaker's eliminated. A 10th round to the side of NXL. Now 5 up against SMG. 2
Right.
away from match point.
And again, look at this. Look at the summary we have here of the contributions each of these agents have. We have seen a similar composition than that NXL had. You've got 3 main players going for those kills, and on the side of SMG, you only have 2. Unfortunately, ZesBeeW not stepping up as he normally should on that jet. Definitely performed much better on Haven. Not really finding his groove here. So that's really what's holding them back here. They have a duelist that's not performing top notch. So let's see if they can come back for this. It's not over. It's a 10-5, a 5-point deficit for them to equalize and 3 more points to win this match. So again, it's all for the taking for SMG, but if they lose this, no need to panic. They still have another chance to win it. But NXL again, playing do or die as they should.
Yeah, this is do or die time for the side of NXL. They're up by 5, 2 away from match point. They really want to take things to a close as quickly as they can. But SMG are looking to make that difficult. JdFaker playing here towards heaven on the save. Could find something. Should be able to find something. Kill out of flipzjder starts things off though. Falls away. And that will be... Oh, flipzjder, nicely done. Finds out onto JdFaker as well. Oh,
LEXY, perfect
nicely
spray
done.
control.
That's turning around entirely. NXL, they're in a 1 versus 3. The spike is down, and you're isolated. There's not much you're going to be able to do. ZesBeeW finds it, and that's the round. Oh, dear Christ. Turned around at a flip of the switch.
flipzjder, do you see how it's done now? I mean, LEXY, perfect turret control. Almost went for the lineup, but regardless, still managed to get that 1-2 pick. And Egoist left all by himself. Went into sight, managed to pick someone off, but unfortunately went back and gets cancelled out by ZesBeeW down in ramps. That's exactly how it's done. And incredible play on SMG, just the tenacity of them just staying alive for this game. I mean, it's not impossible for them to win, but look at that, playing a little bit more aggressive here, trying to get those picks. We do have the slow orb right now hitting them in garage. Vascalizz hitting a bit of warning shots through those sky smokes. flipzjder here with the Vandal, trying to secure B heaven here. Looks like they're going, it looks like they're going for a B push, but really good for Egoist here, just watching in sewers in case anyone rotates quickly.
I don't blame him on that. Nothing being coming of it just yet. NXL starting to make their aggression known a little bit. flipzjder picking up towards blue room. Won't find anything just yet. Wall's broken. They might be heading towards B. That's not going to be a good decision here. 3 players are here. 2 towards heaven. That's a bloodbath waiting to happen if they do decide to hit the site.
Most definitely. And right now, NXL, they're playing a little bit more cautiously. You know, they have a big lead here, 4 points. But good job on their end, not rushing into anything, even though they know they have the ability to. And falfalfal goes for the spray. Unfortunately, gets cancelled out by flipzjder. Oh! flipzjder gets LEXY, but back-to-back frags just before LEXY died. JdFaker with a wonderful barrier or brought there. B Heaven, unfortunately, does not block anyone, as everyone from NXL is already on B site.
Yeah, this is down to this 3 versus 4 retake. SMG are looking to take it. It's going to be very difficult to do. They got good post-plans positions. They're coming in very slowly into this one. Gotta make their push very quickly at this point. It's going oh so slow. No one's peeking out just yet. That nade's gonna pull them out of their positions for a quick moment. The tag's not good though. Ooh, good tags on the Rage. Rage will start things off. Egoist is good for 1. NXL do answer back though. Bring it down to JdFaker. JdFaker versus 3 in a bad situation. Will give away his position. And 11th is secured. 1 away from match point.
Right, and you know, it's all for the taking for NXL the Gate. This is their game and they want to stay alive. Everything is on the line here. I mean, for those tuning in, if you're not aware, if SMG wins this, they win the tournament. So NXL just laying everything they have on the table. And if NXL wins this, we are going to see that icebox match. And I know a lot of the people watching really want to see an icebox match. So that is going to be really interesting.
I've never casted icebox. I've only played icebox a number of times.
It's gonna be an experience, the Gate.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It will be.
We should have some fun. It's a huge map, a lot of angles, but you know, right now, before thinking of that, this matchup here, NXL versus SMG onto split, and there we go. We have the wall in mid, but obliterated by the side of NXL here, just in a matter of seconds, destroyed immediately.
Yeah, we're down to this 5 versus 5, 1 away from match point for NXL, and SMG trying to desperately hold on. And they need to get this round under their belts. They don't have the utility or the weaponry to really pull things off. And this looks like it's going to be the 12th round to the side of NXL. The first kill is out of the books, and budimeisteR finds it. 4 versus 5 retake will have to come in here. And it's going to be oh so difficult.
Yes, it is, and honestly securing that B Heaven crucial for our defenders. But we already got a couple of them down onto site. I believe ZesBeeW already waiting there. LEXY gets flipzjder right in the corner. JdFaker double kill for him, and only 2 members left on the side of NXL. NXL Noisy Boy popping off, gets 2 kills. Gotta be careful though on his left side. You do got somebody there. Only 1 member left on the side of SMG. It is falfalfal. Had a bucky, but switch it up. Good choice spot. That goes for Fault9, trying to go for the defuse. That's it! Gets Noisy Boy! And
oh man, that was so close! Vascalizz barely gets out of that one. If he got tapped in the head, it would have been over. But a 12th is secured in match point for NXL.
Incredible play at that. And look at that, the Gate just... NXL looking to finish off this round. Noisy Boy popped off at the perfect time possible. And Vascalizz just... You know, there's always a little bit of an advantage when you're up there because you literally see everything in like an oversighted view. So you generally can see the opponent's head until their body if you just peek over a little bit. So I think had the leverage advantage there, but right now they're going to close out this match. They are overwhelming falfalfal, but Noisy Boy gets cancelled out really quickly.
Nice.
LEXY gets flipzjder. Only 2 members left from NXL. They are stuck at ramps here. LEXY with a page shells right now, trying to get someone off their spot. Gets budimeisteR. You only got Vas left by himself. The spike right now, unfortunately, is in sight. He's going to pull off a miracle to win this, and it is not going to happen. Egoist cancels him out. The dream is not alive for SMG, ladies and gentlemen. They want this comeback, and that 12-7 is not holding them back.
Yeah, it's 12-7. It's match point still. SMG have to flawless the rest of this in order to bring it back into their own. They want to go ahead and try and bring this to a tied game, which this round will get them a little bit further. The economy is not the greatest for NXL. They're going to have 1 rifle, SMG, upgrade pistols, but that's going to be about it. They're going to be looking to try and do some damage in this round, maybe damage the economy of SMGs just a little bit.
Right, and look at this right now. It looks like JdFaker put up a interesting wall, just giving him a little bit of an advantage there down in the corner of B side, while the rest of NXL here gunning for that mid control. budimeisteR already made his way inside. I'm pretty sure LEXY does not know he's there, but the alarm bot is stopping him from entering the side. LEXY going for the peek. Woohoo! Really close call on that budimeisteR right now. Not looking to commit any mistake. And dark smoke up at the corner of B heaven, while the rest of our NXL agents are closing in on mid and garage.
Now this is being played fairly slowly here. NXL know that this should be the round going towards SMG, but flipzjder has something to say about LEXY finds two, flipzjder finds one, LEXY good for a second. Nicely done, a third to his name, brings it all down to NOIZYBOY. NOIZYBOY is eliminated, and a fourth is found for LEXY. That is an 8 on the board for SMG. Not surrendering just yet, fighting it out to the bitter end on map number 3.
Yep, I mean, the gate NXL had literally a 4-point lead up against SMG, and right now SMG just doing their best to catch up to that score sheet. They want that overtime. It is not impossible. Again, it is a grand finals. You know, SMG, if they do not want to have a game number 4, they will definitely want to win this. And it looks like they really want to. But NXL, in my opinion, they're getting a lot of lucky picks. This is why they're inching really, really close to that end game, and they are going to win this if they keep this up. Managed to break that wall really quickly there. Unfortunately, the boom bot did not make its way into the site.
Yeah, this is going to be played fairly slowly. The attacking Killjoy is coming out. Should allow them to make some space and run into it. But a defending Killjoy does come out all the same. That's locking down the site nearly completely. They're going to have to back on off. The spike will go down. But budimeisteR might be caught out here. The spike gets down. He gets away within an inch of his life. Now it's a 5 versus 5 retake. One person was... budimeisteR can't use his rifle the next little bit. LEXY good for 1, good for 2, good for 3. Oh dear Christ, he's ripping them apart. falfalfal finds 1, leaving it all down to budimeisteR. And the 9th round is secured in a dominant fashion. A flawless round out of SMG.
The Rolling Thunder worked perfectly. Managed to knock LEXY off, but, you know, just resilient to the end. Just managed to get those final kills, and just incredible. An incredible showcase in the side of SMG. I have no words. They do not want to give this up. Pretty sure they do not want to play in Icebox right now. They're doing their best here in Split, and it's working very well in their favor. They're not committing any mistake than that we have seen earlier. And right now, Egoist stepping up, getting those 10 kills, making sure that they have enough contributions onto that leaderboard, because they need it right now more than ever.
Yeah, they really do. flipzjder starting to make his aggression up towards mid. They're on a force round for the side of NXL. They know things are getting dicey. They know SMG's about to get to 10 if they lose this. SMG looking to tie things up. They're trying to play for overtime into this. falfalfal is lying in wait towards the ladder room. Should be able to find one here.
Smoke's down.
Ooh, this smoke's played so nicely.
Dim beacon here.
If he decides to go up there and peek his head, he's pretty much done for. Lots of mid-aggression for NXL. Being played very slowly at this point. Either side wanting to commit to either site just yet, looking to try and play the time on out. falfalfal's about to have a load of engagements here. This one should be dicey. Oh, he's going to opt to back on off. He's going to spray on through. No, he won't. That's unfortunate. ZesBeeW gonna have to find one. Finds the first. Kill out of falfalfal as well. Things are falling apart for NXL, and they have fallen all away. The Skills, last man standing, needs to find 3 in order to turn this around, and JdFaker fakes them out, and a 10th is secured. Now 2 away from overtime.
This is insane, the gate. From the get-go, look at this. LEXY completely dominating right now. 27 kills to his name. We've seen a lot of highlight plays coming from him. And right now, it's just looking like... I don't know if I can properly term this as reverse blowout, because NXL only has 1 point left to win. If they let SMG get 12, they're gonna have to win 2 more points. And SMG right now, they have this momentum, and it's working very well for them. And look at this. ZesBeeW gets that quick kill on flipzjder. My God. And that operator just crucial on that play. I'm wondering why he's looking
no,
at
the
alley. Oh, wait, there is someone in alley.
Oh, nicely done!
Oh.
Vascalizz finds one, budimeisteR finds another. That brings it down to a 3 versus 4. Egoist trades it right back down to Noisy Boy, brings it down to this 3 versus 3. They're looking to take this B site. The B site is secured. LEXY tossing that nade, that ultimate coming out as well, allowing LEXY to get some room. Should be able to find one here. The spike is down, looking for a second. Gonna be good for it. Falfalfal gets it. And LEXY finds the last 11th round for SMG. One away from taking it to overtime.
What is happening to Gade? They had a massive lead against SMG, and right now SMG is looking like they're out to finish this game. That was incredible. Early pick from the get-go from ZesBeeW, and even though they had budimeisteR go for that from the shadows behind the site, they still managed to prevail. I mean, just the quick shift of sprays from LEXY there, just top player right now. Those 2 frags really crucial, and NXL here looking for a different matchup. They're going for the mid control. They hit that boom bot there, probably just to tick off any of the remaining defenders, but they are going for that mid control. Dark smokes right now through vents, just blocking falfalfal's way, and we are seeing flipzjder here leading the charge, but they're just walking, playing quietly as possible. Egoist, you gotta be careful. There's a lot of them who will greet you from the get-go.
Yeah, this is being played very slowly now. LEXY gonna be hiding into the smoke, looking for the shots. falfalfal able to find the first one. That's gonna be advantageous. Now shots are ringing out across mid. They're going to need to be careful. They're going up into B. LEXY has an angle though. Finds one, finds two, does get traded out. vascalizz grabs that kill. Now Egoist gonna be waiting as well. Lying in wait towards heaven. Won't be peeking out just yet. And now the side of NXL are stalling. It's a 2 versus 4. This is worst case scenario for you. You're looking at overtime. SMG have clawed their way back into this matchup. And the push commences onto this B site. JdFaker lying in wait though, waiting for someone to peek him. No one will. The shots from Egoist are good though. Shot on the net brings it down to a 1 versus 4. Shots ring out and Egoist ends it. That's overtime. 12-12.
That's insane, the Gate. Look at that. The score line. NXL had this. They got the W, and SMG just came crawling back from the rubble and onto the top spot. It is 12-12. Now, both of these teams, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not familiar with the format that we have here, the first team to win 2 points against the other team will win this match. So that means either NXL or SMG have to hit 14 points, or it's just gonna keep going until one team is more advantageous than the other.
Yeah, this match has been close. It looked like a blowout at first there coming out of NXL in this map, but then SMG clawed it back 1 round at a time, brings it to 12-12, and we are going into our first overtime. SMG looking to bring it back and end it all. This could be the end of the series, and NXL now have to desperately scramble in order to bring it back into the favor.
Smokes down.
It's going to be incredibly difficult for them. This is what I was saying about SMG, and now it's what I'm saying about NXL, because SMG looking like a whole different team here, about to make some history happen. They said comeback is real. They do not want to hit that icebox map, but it is not impossible for the side of NXL. I am 100% sure they're more motivated than ever to win this game. They do not want to let their dreams die. And they're playing so carefully here, the Gate. We're not seeing any rushes. Both of these teams are playing for picks. They do not want to make any more mistakes. Too much mistakes already happened in the side of NXL, and right now they're playing as the defenders. They've done exceptionally well on that side. Let's see if they can still last a little bit longer just to secure the win on this match.
And this is going to be a dicey round for both these teams. That's where he starts to make his aggression known. He's going to be almost shut out. Ooh, nicely done. Quick kill out on S to start things off. flipzjder good for 1. Trades going back and forth. Falfalfal, JdFaker, 5-1 each. Brings it down to a 3 versus 3. 12-12, 3 versus 3. In overtime. This is what it all comes down to. The retake out of NXL is going to have to be pitch perfect if they have any hope of continuing things. 2 rounds will end this game.
Oh, it's a 3v3, but the situation is so dicey. Look at this Egoist. They're charging in at the same NXL, oh, they get cancelled out so quickly. SMG with the W. Oh dear, look at this. They get 1 point away from winning this whole tournament.
This could be it. SMG looking to end things. It's 13-12, 1 away from ending it all. NXL, they're on the back foot. They have to win this round. If they lose this one, it's all over for them. They don't go to a map number 4. This could be very, very dicey. They have an operator on ZesBeeW. ZesBeeW, proven to be a very confident opper, could start to make things end with a close here. flipzjder starting to make his aggression. Gonna be looking for one. Misses the timing, but does get up over towards heaven. ZesBeeW is going to find it. Nicely done. Finds Nats. He gets away with his life. Tag down to 60. The man advantage is towards the side of SMG. The push onto A. Looking to be the site for contention. And shots ring out. flipzjder, good for one on the LEXY. Brings it down to this 4 versus 4. The man advantage is gone. It's null and void. And they need to make the move for SMG.
This is incredibly tense. I can't tell who's gonna win this one. It's a 4v4 right now. It's an equalizer match, but oh no, Vas is right there waiting at the end of ramps. Just one peek and he will get all of them. Egoist gets flipzjder, back-to-back frags, and SMG getting cancelled out one by one. ZesBeeW left all by himself down in screen. She only got 3 members left on the side of NXL, but Pain Shells, that is going to sting.
Yeah, this is going to be a 1v3, and it won't work out. vascalizz will keep the dream alive. Brings it to 13-13. We're going to overtime number 2.
My God, honestly, against all odds, these teams are just showing us they want it so bad, especially for the side of NXL. You know, I'm sure they feel really, really bad. They had such a huge lead against SMG, and SMG just managed to push themselves back into this matchup. But look at this, 13-13. So again, ladies and gentlemen, that means either of these teams need to earn 2 more rounds to win this game. So it is definitely far from over.
2 rounds in a row. 2 rounds in a row will end things off for either team. We're at 13-13. We are in our 2nd overtime. NXL desperately trying to cling on for life into the series. They are 2 down currently. It is if they lose this 3rd, SMG will take the cake and it'll be over. Shots ringing out. budimeisteR does get tagged down, but he's not that low. Very slow passive play coming out of both these sides right now. Neither one wanting to commit to the attack.
Exactly, and look at this right now, full rosters. We're seeing a similar gameplay that we did when the scoreline was 12-12, and it's so like, I don't know what to say, the game. It's either a reverse blowout or an intense blowout, but right now both of these teams, one of the most incredible tenacity I've seen so far, and budimeisteR here just getting out of danger.
Nice.
Out as Vas gets a kill on ZesBeeW. The wall is up, but they managed to solve it all over. SMG, only 1 member left. He only got falfalfal waiting in garage there. He gets the kill.
There we go. That's
back for the
14.
budimeisteR. And as you said, the game 14-13 now in favor of NXL. They need 1 more, ladies and gentlemen. 1 more to win this game, and they will have 1 point in the repertoire, and we will be seeing Icebox coming up next. But SMG is showing us some phenomenal gameplay. They have come back from the largest deficit we have seen so far, and they're just making it happen right now. You know, if this hits 2020, I would not be surprised. But dear God bless these players, they need a rest. So somebody come out on top already.
This is 14-13. NXL have the point advantage. They need 1 more to end things. This is as close as it could be. 13-14. SMG now looking to find 1 more point to take it to a 3rd overtime. Neither team surrendering just yet. Both playing their hearts out. And flipzjder going with the aggression. Dashes into the smoke, but he's going to be eliminated. ZesBeeW is quick with the trigger. Going to be looking for a 2nd. Good for it. Looking for a 3rd. Won't be able to get it. Noisy Boy finds the trade though, but falfalfal is there. Brings it down to a 1 versus 4. Last man standing. Won't be able to do all too much. vascalizz in a bad situation in heaven. Has to find 4 in order to bring this to a close. But right now, SMG looking for a 3rd overtime.
Oh my gosh, this is such a cheeky peek. This spike is stuck into the site vascalizz right now. Oh, the perfect time! But unfortunately, double peek on the side of SMG and vascalizz gets cancelled out. 14 to 14 the game. Again, NXL, they made a big mistake rushing into site there. That just costed them the game.
Yeah, that right there is 14 to 14. We are in overtime number 3, and neither team has been able to claim 2 rounds in succession. This right here is coming down to a wire. The wire is running out, and they both are running out of steam.
I mean, this is what we were talking about earlier before the game started. You know, the fatigue, it's gonna get to them sooner than later. So it's gonna be up to the team that can, you know, just stay a little bit longer. But here we have turned the tide to SMG right now on the attacker side. Let's see if they can make some magic happen. NXL here have to play very much.
Got a great angle, nicely done.
Perfect.
You do find one. Nicely. That is ZesBeeW eliminated. No HP off your hat either. Brings it down to a 4 versus 5. Man advantage is had by NXL. SMG are looking for this round. If they can get this attacking side, they are certainly closer to winning than they have been. They desperately need it. Shots will start to ring out towards the B side. Starting to make their way over here. LEXY going to have to encounter vascalizz first. vascalizz, he's been looking phenomenal all day, especially in this map. He needs these kills. If he gets 2, things are going the way of NXL. This defending side is also important for either team to win. Shots ring out, and LEXY's quick on the trigger. Finds the trade. The refrag is good. Brings it down to a 4 versus 4. Noisy Boy comes up with one. Budmeister comes up with another. The trade's going cleanly back and forth. Brings it down to falfalfal. He's in a 1 versus 2. This isn't in his advantage. The spike is dropped. He's going to have to try and pick it up. Got to be careful. This smoke is going to run out, and there's a jet that could peek you here. You're going to decide to try and take the fight, but you turn your back, and flipzjder finds it. A 15th for NXL.
Switching sides.
Again, if we're going to use a little bit of math here, this is the 30th round.
Yes.
3-0.
Yes.
This is it's basically equivalent to having another game. So this is insane right now. None of these teams are letting up, but the NXL finally have an advantage here. But you know, I'm hoping they don't go for the rush. It never works for them here in split. SMG is always able to anticipate them on the defender's side. They gotta go for that mid control, pick off whoever they can, not make any noise, and that's how they'll win this round.
That's right here. He's down to the wire now. SMG have to win their defending side to keep this alive. They want to take this map, but NXL need it for survival. Very slow play coming out so far. NXL not looking for a rush just yet. Trying to play this, trying to play the timeout, wait for SMG to make a wrong move. But right now, no one peeking them, holding these passive angles, just trying to find their way to finish things out and way to survive into this round. JdFaker looking to put up a wall. He needs to get the timing right on this. If he doesn't, they'll push on through him. And they'll find the kill before he has a chance to react. Slowly but surely, there's the noise. That's going to make him put up a wall. He's going to be smoked out and flashed out. He's going to have to wait carefully. JdFaker still waiting. The timing's just wrong though. vascalizz finds the first frag. Egoist pushing through the heaven now. Needs to do the work. ZesBeeW, good for one. The trade comes through from vascalizz. Brings it down to this 4 versus 3. A kill on the falfalfal from Natz will end things. Brings it down to a 2 versus 4. This is a hard retake. This is down to its Egoist tagged down low. 27 HP on its clock. LEXY able to find one on the flipzjder, starting things out. They know they're doing one from behind. Natz finds LEXY down to Egoist. 1 versus 3. Has to find it. Finds the first. Now down to himself. 27 HP in a dream. Needs to find both, but they're holding these passive angles. Neither one surrendering. Neither is he playing it down to the last moment that he possibly can be. Egoist looking for the peak. Will find it.